Now, joining us to discuss the advantages and dangers of artificial intelligence is Dr. Marcelo Ianca, Professor of Ethics of Artificial Intelligence and Neuroscience and Deputy Director, Institute for Ethics and History of Medicine. He is joining us from München in Germany. Welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So, this is a very new topic, the artificial intelligence and generative AI. I want to ask you, speaking before the US lawmakers, Sam Altman has urged regulation of artificial intelligence. He has said that if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. My question is, have we already gone too far with this technology? Should we hit a pause button to assess where we are before we decide our next course of action?
That's a very good question, and it's a question worth having. My personal answer is that pressing the pause button will not solve any problem, but may actually jeopardize the problems we have. Because outright ban or prohibition on generative AI will likely transfer the AI research that is now transparently going on in the world underground, and therefore will reduce instead of increasing our level of control over AI systems. However, I do agree with Altman and others in calling for tight regulation on AI systems. So instead of outright bans or prohibitions or a moratorium, what we need is some very detailed domain-specific regulation that should determine under which conditions we should use AI systems and at which conditions we should not. And personally, I think that, for example, the military domain, as you rightly pointed out, is a very dangerous domain of applications for AI systems. Whereas in other domains, such as medicine and healthcare, which is what I'm primarily concerned with, the benefits at the moment outweigh the risks.
Sir, we'll talk about healthcare sector in just a bit, but in your opinion, because you are a professor of ethics, are there certain areas, certain sectors where AI should be an absolute no-go?
I think I wouldn't say there are areas where AI should be an absolute no-go, but there are applications of AI that, in my view, are not ethically justifiable under any condition. So one of that is, for example, automated face recognition in public spaces. This is an application of AI based on computer vision that has become extremely powerful in recent years. And having this automated face recognition in public spaces is extremely detrimental to privacy, in my view. Also, I'm very concerned about autonomous weapons. And the fact that weaponization of AI may go out of control in war conflicts. In other domains, we should rather have a more balanced approach and look at what the benefits are, what the risks are, and ensure that the benefits always outweigh the risks.
Right. Let's now talk about healthcare. Many argue that artificial intelligence has potential to improve various aspects of our lives, including healthcare, if applied judiciously. Do you agree with that, or where are the ethical concerns as far as healthcare sector is concerned?
Well, AI is already positively disrupting healthcare at many levels. So healthcare delivery can be optimized using AI algorithms. Robotics can make the life of healthcare professionals easier and reduce the burden on the healthcare personnel in very mechanic, physically challenging tasks. Then we have the area of scientific discovery. So AI systems, especially machine learning algorithms, can lead to novel scientific discoveries through the identification of patterns in large volumes of data in a greater way than humans alone can. This is already happening in fields like protein folding. And then we have the area of diagnostics, which is probably where we're making the greatest progress. So AI systems can provide more accurate and prompter diagnosis in relation to a lot of diseases. For example, skin cancer detection is now more accurate if performed by an AI system than by a human radiologist or dermatologist. So these are just a few examples of
Yes.
how much we can benefit from AI in medicine. This doesn't mean that there are no risks. There are risks, like
Yes.
any powerful technology.
Yes, you talked about risks, about facial recognition, autonomous weapons. They say that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but no one wants to reach that destination. So let's talk about solutions. The US Senator said that this genie cannot be put back into the bottle. So what's the way forward? Altman says that licensing and testing requirements for development of AI models could be a way forward. Do you think that's the solution?
I think this is the way to the solution. So like any complex technology, and AI is really a powerful technological revolution, we should compare that to the invention of writing. For any sufficiently complex technology, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. But I do agree with Altman that licensing and introducing ad hoc regulation is the way to go. So my approach is that we should be equally distant from let's ban AI approach, so a prohibitionist approach on the one end, and a laissez-faire deregulation approach, which is let the market go in whatever direction it wants to go. I think we should be equally distant from these two positions, and we need to have an evidence-based approach to regulation. And this has to be domain-specific, specific to the specific applications of AI, because AI is a very general term to define many different things, and make sure that we align AI with core ethical values and fundamental societal norms.
All right, great perspectives from you, Dr. Marcelo Ienca. Thanks very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.